Hi DJ, this is Alan Cockrell with ABC. I'm hitting coordinator for the Arizona Diamondbacks. We're going to take a look at your video this morning. I'm going to play it through, excuse me, in slow motion, play it through a time or two, talk about a few things. DJ, one of the things that I see is, your setup is very strong. It's very balanced, and when we get to that loaded position, we need to get a little bit more of a weight transfer into that front leg. I see all of your weight sitting on your back leg, and then we just kind of swing uphill a little bit. It's a swing that would be tailored for a pitch middle in and a fastball middle in. I think that maybe some pitches on the middle to outer half of the plate or outer third of the plate, or breaking balls could give you a little bit of trouble with this type of approach, and I'll just slow it down, and we'll talk about some of the things that I'm talking about. But in your load right here, I see really a very good balanced position. This back knee is, both knees are inside the feet. You're very balanced there. That's inside. Your head is over your belt buckle. It's inside your knees. That's a very good setup position. You look very balanced in this position, okay? Now as I run forward and we get to the loaded position, your hands go back nice, okay? You get a nice little gather of weight to the inside part of your back leg. That's where we want to see the load get to, okay? I see the hips square. I see the shoulders are square. Again, I see the head in a very good attacking position over the belt buckle inside the knees. But if I run forward, okay, instead of getting transfer or getting that foot down, your stride foot, instead of getting that down and keeping those same good lines, meaning the hips being square, we can see here the hip line is starting to open up a little bit. The shoulder line is tilted a little bit. The hands have dropped below the height of the shoulders. We want to see the hands more back in this position. I see all the weight on top of your leg instead of to the inside, and ready to transfer the weight to the inside part of this leg. One of the biggest things that I see that causes all of this, that's going to be the biggest problem, is the stride foot is at 52 degrees. We don't want that any more open than 45. And if it does open more than 45, then you start to see some of the things that I've talked about. You start to see your hip flying open to the shortstop, third base side a little bit too quickly. We see this tilt in the shoulders, and then we start to see the hands drop. And when this happens, we're very susceptible to pitches on the outer half of the plate, the outer third of the plate, and any type of off-speed pitch, a breaking ball, a changeup. Our bat is going to work around the hitting zone. It's going to work in and out of the zone very, very quickly, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, when we start it down and you get into the swing process, the first thing that happens is this back knee spins and works around your front side, okay? We want that to work into the front leg, and more specifically into this inner part of the front thigh, okay? When this works around, your hands end up casting out away from your body, and we end up having this type of an arc in our swing. And we just don't get the bat in the zone and keep it in the zone for as long as we need to have success and cover the entire strike zone. Okay, so I'm going to run it forward. You get to contact, and then you can see in your finish how quickly you pull your hands across your body, as opposed to keeping the bat extending this direction and then getting with a nice full long finish out here. Okay, we'll just run it back a little bit, and then I'll take you and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, there's contact. Okay, now you get one click to an extension, and then we're in and out of the zone. So that's the thing I think is the biggest thing that we need to work on, and try to get you into a little bit better position so that you can get the bat in the zone and keep it in the zone longer, have better coverage of the pitch away, better coverage of breaking balls or change-ups that are left up in the zone that we should hit. Okay, I'm going to erase these lines. I'm going to run it through a couple more times so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, there we go. Now we'll run forward. Okay, see that backward tilt with all the weight on that back leg? We want to have a nice transfer of weight to the inside part of this front leg right there. You know, your load is very, very good, but now when the stride foot sets down right there, we don't want this angle with that stride foot. We want it more to 45, and we don't want the head sitting on the back leg. We want the head sitting out here over the belt buckle. Okay, I'll run forward a little bit more. You can just see the reverse angle of your body going back, and again, that makes it difficult to handle the entire strike zone. So I think probably the biggest suggestion that I would make to you is when we practice, or when we're in a cage situation, when we're working on our swing, I would use the tee, and I would set that tee up middle away. I would set it probably in this area right here. Okay, this would be where we would set the tee. Set it on the outer half of the plate. Okay, and I just put a little ball out there, and I would try to get to this position right there when the foot lands. And we want to make sure that this knee, this back knee, is not over the back foot. We want that back knee to be inside the back foot. Okay, so when the foot gets down, the stride foot gets down, you can see how this knee is inside. We want that back knee at this point, we want it to be inside the back foot and not on top of the back foot. Okay, and this allows for that weight transfer to drive into that front leg, that allows for a nice clean back path to contact and a nice full finish in this direction towards the pitcher, and a full longer arc of the finish of the swing. It's just really the biggest thing is all about weight transfer and getting into the front leg without this front knee getting outside this front foot. But we need to get into the front side so we can get through pitches on all parts of the zone. I think where you are right now, it's going to be difficult to handle pitches away. So that would be my suggestion. DJ, I just want to thank you for coming to our camp, bud, and best of luck.